So, back here at the Meager Millionaire, we're going to mix it up today. We're going to do a little intro for all my new viewers who are new to the precious metal space. They are interested in buying metals. Perhaps people don't really know how to get metal, what its utility is, and so we'll touch on that a bit today. So you can go online and you can find pet rocks everywhere. You could go to bullionmart.ca, you could go to SD Bullion, you could go to your local coin shops. Well, all these guys are all going to have their own, different forms of bullion. They're going to have different pricing. Some of them are going to have free delivery. Currently, in my specific area, the local coin shop is beating all the online retailers by at least $2 to $3. So, first thing we do is we look around. We don't get really involved in one specific, spot that we buy our rocks from, but we want to make sure that it's a reputable dealer and you're going to get the best value. Now, when you show up to buy said pet rocks, either be it gold, silver, or platinum, palladium, whatever it is that floats your boat, when you're an entry level stacker, if I was to do it all over again, I would go after, if I was in Canada, I would be all pre 1968 silver, dimes, quarters. I would focus on getting that stuff first. There's a lot of utility to dimes and quarters in a world where I think that we're heading and where the silver price is going to reprice significantly higher. Now that we've found a spot that's going to give us a good deal on pet rocks, and we start looking at constitutional silver, then we got to get into sovereign minted coins. All right, so in Canada, that's going to be your Canadian maples. So these Canadian maples are 1 ounce silver coins. 1 troy ounce equals 31.1 grams of silver. So when we're buying this silver, you want to make sure that it's weighing up correctly. You want to make sure that you can test the purity of this. A lot of these shops, they'll have a metal testing device, so you make sure that you're getting quality material. You can get into the bars and rounds. Oftentimes these may be 50 cents to $1 cheaper to buy just a generic round or a generic bar of silver, but I would pay the extra little premium to get the sovereign minted coin. All right, so yeah, that's how I would start that. Gold perhaps is not so accessible to you given the price. Fractional gold can be purchased. You can buy it in different forms. Smallest forms that I personally have purchased are grams of gold. Gold, I believe, in the future is going to be repriced significantly higher, and I believe that in the future, a gram of gold is going to be able to acquire you quite a lot of goods and wares. So fractional gold is an option. Although understand at the same time, whenever you're buying this fractional gold, you're actually going to be paying a greater premium on the smaller divisibility stuff. All right, so you can get down to a 20th of an ounce, a 10th of an ounce, a quarter ounce, half ounce, 1 ounce, and you can go up to kilo bars or 400 ounce bars if you're a real player. But once again, we want to do personally. I like to stay away from bars. I made a lot of mistakes early on in my stacking career with bars and so on and so forth. So if I was to go back and do it all over again, I would stick to the junk silver, which is, like I said, anything that's pre 1968 up here in Canada. In the US, pre 1964. In the UK, I believe it was the late 60s. In Australia, I believe it was 68. So all those sovereign minted coins were perhaps ranged between 50% silver to 80% silver. So make sure if you're getting into this constitutional silver, this pre 1968, 4, so on and so forth, depending on which country you're in, that you're getting, make sure you understand how much silver is actually in that coinage. Make sure that you're not being taken for a ride, all right? So, inform yourselves on that. If you have any questions, leave me a comment below if you're interested in acquiring some pet rocks, and I'd be happy to offer you some guidance. Of course, I'm not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice. I have no idea what I'm talking about, but I do know a lot about pet rocks. So, platinum is probably something not really for your entry level stacker. Palladium is probably not for your entry level stackers. Although I believe all these metals serve a purpose in a portfolio. Right now, I believe based on the gold to silver ratio, silver is the cheapest metal. Probably the next cheapest metal right there is platinum. I believe that both of these metals are extremely cheap at the moment. Platinum is extremely scarce. It's predominantly owned, all the mining outputs, by Russia and South Africa, which are members of the BRICS nations, which are likely not going to be so favorable to the West for trading this precious metal into the future. It could be assumed. So if you're new to this, I would just stick to your silver and your gold and learn about that. Learn about constitutional silver, learn about coin of the realm, learn about sovereign minted coins, learn the difference between generic rounds, generic bars, minted coins, junk silver. There's a lot to know, and I look forward to educating my viewership on the vast amount of knowledge that I possess on this stuff. Big goal for me is to bring other people along in the journey of stacking, and I really want to see a world where the everyday folk are able to have a seat at the table, as it were, as I believe we will be going into a whole new monetary system into the future, and you're going to need a transition asset to be able to have a bridge from our current financial system to the future financial system. And the only way that I see physically being able to bridge my wealth is in the oldest form of wealth preservation that there is, which is exactly what pet rocks are. Gold is the money of kings, silver is the money of gentlemen, barter is the money of the commoner, and debt is the money of slaves. And unfortunately, our nation in Canada, the globe for that matter, are so heavily indebted that they're just chained to the mast, and they're taking lashings left, right, and center. So I would prefer to live in a world that's a lot more prosperous than our current one, a lot more honest than our current one, and gold and silver are the only real means that I see how to navigate our current financial system for the bridging into the new monetary system, as our current fiat system continues to erode and just continuously make our lives harder as the debasement of the currency continues. So if you want to jump out of the problem and into the solution, well, don't forget to hit that like, share, subscribe. Keep on coming back to the Mean Green Millionaire. I look forward to having you guys join our army and become prosperous, a powerful force who is not scared to say no, who's not scared to step up, be a little bit different, who's not scared to, ruffle some feathers. And I'm generally looking for strong-willed individuals who want to prosper, who want to be different, and who want to light it on fire. So, with that, get out, see if you can find any good deals on some pet rocks in your local area. Leave me a comment below, and I wish you all a great weekend. I'll be back soon enough. Take care.